Okay guys, this is a little tutorial. I've sped up the beginning to not make it so long. I tried to shorten it up. But there's some review stuff, some descriptive stuff, and then also a little bit of instructional stuff like on the kit that's on the right side of the truck there, the transmitter and all that. So if you stay tuned, hopefully you have the time. I know you guys are busy, but hopefully you have the time to kind of watch the whole video, and I made it specifically for you guys to kind of help you along so that you kind of understand what you're getting here. Anyway, stay tuned for me speaking during the tutorial here. Hi guys. So this is what I have so far. That's Lou Dog. Still waiting for a mounting kit that's coming in, a magnetic mounting kit. So right now it's not sitting on the chassis. With that kit, the magnets will help keep the body stay on the chassis. But she is beautiful. Kind of can see the direction I'm headed. But you can buy coolers for them, like mine has a cooler with drinks inside. I have a German Shepherd in there, but you can put beverages. So this one's mine set up. I got the different doors. I got the roll cage doors. I kind of wish I would have left mine with the convertible doors. I think the convertible doors look cooler, I think. But all these doors open. See, pop open. You got a full interior. Stick shifts. The dash is painted. So I still got some tweaking. Like I said, I have to get the magnetic mounts for the front and rear so that it'll attach to the chassis. I still have to make the bumper. The mounts should be in probably in 3-4 days. And then I'll be able to move on to the next part. Oh, I have the lighting to do yet. So like on mine, I have a light kit. So I do want to put lights on yours in case like you want to go out in the evening and run it. It'll have lighting so you can turn it on or plug them in. I'm going to do the plug-in. There's so many upgrades you can do to these if you choose to, or you can just leave it the way I send it to you. It's up to you. Like mine are all tweaked out with guns and shovels and all the kind of stuff you would use for camping. I have a fishing pole on those. I have spare tires. You can buy spare tire racks. These, you can buy fire extinguishers. I mean, all kinds of stuff. You can buy gas cans. So you can take it to whatever level you choose to. That's up to you. Some guys will even put a winch on the front of theirs. You know, I don't do wenching because my legs just won't allow me to. I'm not in good shape, but some guys will do LED bars. Like you see the LED bars on those, or LED lights. So much you can do to these. So I'll leave that part up to you guys to accessorize it further. I'll accessorize it, you know, to a certain point, and then the rest is up to you. You can change drivers. I mean, there's so much you could do with these. Guys, you can put like military stickers on there. I didn't put any stickers on yours. I left it nice and clean with nothing on it. So that's the next project. So I'm going to get working on that next. It's lighting. rear bumper. I'm custom making the rear bumper. I don't like big nasty plastic bumpers like they do on the a lot of the guys do on the videos. I custom make mine out of aluminum. So I want to keep it a nice, simple, nice looking little bumper. You know, that's how mine is. Get the leash off of them. So yeah, see, that's my bumper there. I made that, painted it black. So that's what I'm gonna do for yours. If you choose to change your bumper out, you know, there's so many companies sell all kinds of bumpers. Like here's the Jeep Cherokee. It's got a bumper. There's another style bumper, a square. Then there's aluminum chrome bumpers. I mean, guys, you can make your truck your own. So I'm gonna leave that up to you to do whatever you want. I did put a little bumper on yours with an LED light on the bumper instead of the LED bar. Instead of the LED bar on top. I don't like to put my LED bars on top because sometimes they roll over and they smash the lights. And since I don't do any wenching on mine, most of mine all have the LED bars on the bumpers, on the front bumper instead of the wench. But you can move them around. You can put special lighting on them. It's endless what you can do on these. I got you the Traxxas wheels. I noticed that on your Jeep, you guys had black wheels. So this is about the closest I could find. And then I also went with a really nice rubber tire. Wait, I think she looks beautiful. The way she sits, man. And it's perfect. The wheel alignment. I work very hard to make sure that my trucks look proper and they have the proper stance. To me, that makes your truck if you got a good stance. So I did do the lift on it. It's a little bit higher than my other one. I noticed Josie, you had said that he likes to do the lift kits on his. So I did do a lift kit on this one. It's not a lift kit. It's just basically a little taller shock and a little taller shock tower, they call it. So, but it's basically like working on a real car. Let me show you the bottom underside. One of the things that's real important for me on the stance is that the chassis is not exposed. If you notice, everything is up hidden underneath with a nice lift, but it doesn't show it so that it looks like a monster truck. And that you do by just hiding that. Another thing you can get is you can buy some rock sliders for it if you so choose. There's an endless amount of different rock sliders. You can paint your doors a little bit more detailed if you wanted to on the inside to highlight the handles and things like that. Now it's all brand new, so this is all brand new. And this is a chassis that I put together from a kit. So that's how I build mine from scratch. You'll rarely find any cars that resemble mine. I mean, they resemble them, but they're not identical because I do a lot of little special touches on mine that a lot of guys don't do. You know, I mean, from little touches like the Coke can, the chrome shifters, you know, I always add little touches here and there. A backpack, and it's actually a cloth handmade backpack that I buy from on Amazon online. So there's a lot of little touches a lot of guys don't do. I add dogs to almost every single truck I have has a dog on it, an antenna. I try to treat my RC trucks kind of the way I like to envision my own trucks. If it was a real 1-1 truck, I try to build them to look like what I would want my truck to look like. I put a little skid plate here, so if you hit a rock, it doesn't damage your links or your steering underneath there. It's kind of a little protector. So that's what the bumper does too. And you can also change these bumpers out. This is called a stinger, but there's all kinds of styles. So I'm rambling a little bit, but I just kind of want to show you what things you want to do, be careful with. Now, these are rubber mirrors, and the reason they do rubber mirrors now is because the old ones in the past, when you hit a rock or when you went rock crawling on it, they would break off, snap off, because they were hard plastic. So now they're making them out of rubber, but that doesn't mean that it can't fall off. So when you go rock climbing, one of the things you want to do when you take it out is make sure that at the end of your run that you're keeping an eye on your accessories so you don't lose them, because sometimes things can fall off. Pretty much it's like going rock climbing on a real truck, you know. I'm gonna send you a link to a couple of videos of how some of the guys are driving them and using them, and the goal is to make it look as if it was a real truck that you owned. That's the whole goal with this category of RC. We take our RCing pretty seriously in this category. They're called crawlers. Now, this one is not a competition crawler. So I'm sorry I'm rambling, but I'm trying to explain everything to you guys. This is not considered a competition crawler. This is considered a trail truck. And it's not an entry level. It's actually a really nice truck, really nice. On a scale of, you know, your expensive trucks to like the $700,000-$800,000 mark, this one falls around in the middle. So it's not a beginner. It's considered a hobby grade, not a toy grade truck. And it's right around in the middle as far as level of expertise, although I kind of always try to take mine a step higher and make them as nice as I can. So, but never worry if they get scratched up, dinged up. That's kind of the process. Here is your kit. I'm also sending you with it. I'm sending you 2 batteries. Now, these are not brand new, but they probably have another year to 2 years of life left. So I'm sending you the 2. The LiPo batteries. They get expensive, so I didn't buy brand new ones for you. I've given you some of my used ones, but I have a lot of them. So, I mean, you can run up to, you know, $60 per battery and sometimes more. I also gave you 2 sets of rechargeable batteries. So both batteries come with chargers. I'm giving you a charger with the double A's. There's 8 batteries in there. That's for the remote control. And then I'm also giving you a charger for your LiPo batteries. And very simple. You just plug in the white part to the 3S right there. And you charge them up and it'll beep. If you need help with that, or you can look it up online how to use them. But basically you plug it in. I always go on 2 amps, and then I hold the button, and this will start blinking that it's ready to charge. And when it's done, it'll beep you and let you know that it's done. So yeah, so you'll have a charger for your LiPos, and you got 2 of them, and they're called 3S. You'll probably get you don't get a lot of time on these smaller ones. You can buy bigger ones if you so choose. The bigger the batteries, the more powerful the batteries, the more expensive they get. So I think these are going to be great for you starting out. So you'll have that, plus a little LiPo bag, so that I picked one of these up for you, so that this way, if one of the things with LiPo batteries is they get unstable and they can cause a fire. So I always keep my LiPo batteries. As you can see, I have a big bag there, and that's full of batteries for all my cars and trucks. But yeah, so I got a little one because this is your first one. So But keep them in here and keep them charged. Look at videos on how to properly store the batteries, how to properly charge them, because these batteries can become unstable if not taken care of. Keep them in a cool place. Some people put their LiPo batteries in their dryers, because if they do catch on fire, you know, you don't burn the house down. You might lose the dryer, but at least you don't lose the house, you know. But in this bag is pretty safe, you know. And since there's only two, if they catch on fire, this should contain them. It's pretty good. So there's your two chargers with your cable. That cable goes with that one. This one just plugs into your outlet. And then what I did is, I've also got some paperwork for you. So this is a brand new remote control. But it belonged to the, let's see, that's the FMS. It belonged to that beige Jeep. But I didn't use it for that because I already have, as you can see, a bunch of remotes up on the top there. So I have a remote controlled, or called a transmitter. Those transmitters, like mine, hold up to 10 cars. So what I do is, whenever I buy a car, I convert it to one transmitter. This way I have one transmitter for most of my cars. I have two of them that will run 10 cars each. So that's how I set mine up. So anyway, when I buy them, I have leftover transmitters, and they're brand new. There's nothing wrong with them. Like this one here is brand new, and it's really nice one too. Hang on, I'm trying to open it up. So I'll send you the instructions with it. But yeah, it's a really nice one. And I saved it from that truck. That was a really high-end truck. The beige one there on the bottom. So when I saved it, I figured, you know, instead of buying another brand new transmitter, because I got so many, I thought I would just give you one of my ones that I had saved from one of my builds. I kind of like it. It's pretty cool. One of the things you're going to have to do is you're going to have to, I'm going to show you. And the reason I'm not going to do it is because everybody's hand is a little different. So the way I do my transmitters, just so you guys know, is I add a little piece of aluminum, and I have an instructional video online on how I make mine, so you can look it up. But I like to do mine like this, and the reason I do mine like this is because I drive with one hand, okay, and with the other hand I film. I make the little videos. So I'm recording with one hand with my camera, and I'm driving with one hand my remote. So that's why I set mine up this way. This one is set up basically for two hands. You're going to drive with one, and with your right hand you're going to steer. Now if you ever decide you're going to make some videos of you driving, then you want to go to a one-handed. And I designed these myself. They're aluminum. And basically all I do is wrap it and bend it so that my thumb can control the steering. That's how I steer. That's how I give it gas. And I can control all my little switches with one hand. Hit my switches, you know. So that's how I'm set up with mine. All right. So that's what you're getting also. You're getting a brand new transmitter. It's already set up in the system, in the truck. So, and then this is just a little program card. You can read up on it. I've already pre-programmed what's called the ESC, which is your electronic speed controller. I've already pre-programmed it, but there is a program card that if you find for the type of driving you're doing, you can actually program these cars for the type of driving you're doing. I have a lot of rocks and dirt out here. It's Arizona, but you might find a grassy area, so you can adjust your your ESC to for the driving conditions you're doing, where you can apply stronger brake or a lighter braking system. I have a strong braking system on mine because I want, when I let go of the throttle, I want it to stop immediately so it doesn't fall down one of these mountains. Okay, so that's everything you're getting, and this is some instructional stuff, and then also some information on the chassis itself. This chassis, I can't do it right now because I can't take this top off. I've got it lined up, so I don't want it to move, but I am going to do a video for you on this chassis. This chassis is a kit, and it's custom, very highly custom modified. I modified this chassis quite a bit to be able to fit this body properly on here. A lot of guys don't do that. Their trucks don't look right on their chassis. And to me, that's number one, is that the body sits just right on the chassis. So once I can take this body off, it's lined up right now. But once I get the magnets and everything done and I take it off, you'll see I'm going to do a little video tutorial on how I did the chassis. I actually have one for the one that I built for mine, if you want to go back and look at it. It's in a video. It's a real old one. It's got about 4,000 views of people wanting to know how to properly attach this body to this chassis so that it looks right. All right, guys, I know it's a long video, but I wanted to explain a lot of stuff. I am going to do one more just to finish off when it's done, to show you the finished product, how it runs, the lighting, how to do the lighting, how to, when it's all together, how to put the body on and off. I'll make another video for that. But I kind of wanted to give you a peek to where I'm at so far, and like I said, give me probably another 2 weeks because I have to make that bumper, and that's custom made and custom painted. And then also the lighting, I always make my own light kits. It's all custom made lights. A lot of guys buy the kits. I don't. I actually will make custom lights for each vehicle. See, so I buy them raw, I soldered them. So here's like the big white lights that you're gonna get. I buy them this way because it's way cheaper. I could, for 70 bucks, I can make 30, 40 light kits, which they'll charge you 30 bucks for one light kit.
Sensación de miedo, angustia, ataque de pánico o por favor, acude a tu profesional de salud mental. Existen soluciones. Para más información, visita laredhispana.com.
Santo cielo. ¿Qué es esto? Aquí caben 10 personas.
Veces más volumen. Mega Flash Wash Poly Mascara. The easy, easy, beautiful cover girl.
So be patient, but she's coming and she's looking good.